Hey there, Saggitarius. So this is Psychic Hunter David. We're using the Morgan Weir Tarot, and we are doing the week and a bit. We're going to do from today, Wednesday the 15th, through till next Saturday, the 24th of, I almost said November, of August. And it's a gorgeous day in the city of Toronto here. It's so beautiful out. It's unbelievable. So this is an empowering, powerful, and important week, especially for you guys, because Jupiter and Mars meet today. So no arguments or fights with anybody that's Aries or Scorpio, Mr. Sages, or Gemini's either, but I'll get into that in a minute. You got a little bit of worry or concern in here. That's more to do with Saturn. So your first thing in your reading in here, Sagittarius, is this contemplation of an economy and finance. Now, there's some stuff going on. Again, everybody's chart's individual by the way of time of birth, etc., etc., etc. So it's so difficult to pinpoint. I know my chart, but many people don't. This has a lot to do with looking back over. Six of Pentacles is not necessarily a horrible thing. It means you're doing a summing up. You might be thinking a lot, which is good. Don't necessarily act on, because Mercury's retrograde goes back to Leo. It's going to take 2 weeks today before it goes fully direct on the 28th, and another week and a half or so to go forth. One of the things you've got is the devil in here. Now that has a lot to do with your money house. Remember that Saturn Capricorn is your money house. That's your second house. Just be a little bit careful about things, economy, finance. There's a bit of a T-square involving Saturn with Pisces, Neptune. Just keep things really kind of cool. Maybe you need to take a little bit more of a closer look at what you're spending on. I can be terrible with that. Life's expensive. We all live in towns, cities, whatever. Life is expensive. And we all have to pay attention. Every bill at a dollar store adds up. Just keep things cool. You can still creatively visualize, and the way you do it is by seeing yourself abundant and taking a whole pile of things you haven't even looked at in a year or so and donating them somewhere like the Goodwill, Salvation Army, or anywhere. Just give it away, move it on, have a garage sale, do something. This has a lot to do with a younger individual. Sometimes can also represent, a page can represent our pet. Could be a little bit of expense going on there. This is that things on an economic level will bounce back. So even though you're initially starting the week or this weekend being worried, now remember there's a lot going on. There's the T-square, there's today, there's the whole Mars to Jupiter. Are you reminded of something? Does somebody start to give you a bit of a disagreement over something money-wise? Does somebody owe you money that's making you angry? Again, try to pace yourself with this. As you get through, we get through the next 5 or 6 days, you feel a little bit better, something's changed, something's turned around. You have the garage sale, you have the garage sale on the weekend. You'll get rid of stuff. This is a good thing. This also has to do with, the aspect, again, about battle. You get into that 9 of wands or 9 of staves. Sometimes it can represent the fact that you're ready to do battle. I would say, if anything, you just don't want to go there. And so you kind of end your reading with this other rod or this staff in here with this aspect of a progression forward, movement forward. Remember I said, Sagittarius, one of the big things with you is that you're feeling as though a big mirror is being held up to you. You've got your own sun sign in Gemini. And you see, with this whole mighty might of Mars there, it's getting you to sort of recognize all of a sudden, these things aren't right. This is not what I want. I want things this way. Sometimes we can't do that overnight. Right now would be a great time for you to use the next 2 to 3 weeks to plan, as I've said to numerous other signs. Get out your iPhone, take a page, your Android, whatever, take a page. These are the things I hope to achieve. Write them down in point form. Leave it for now, but creatively visualize and see that becoming your cognizant reality. Your reading to me isn't negative, except it's fear-based. You want to be a bit careful about that. You want to be able to look at things without trying to start a big conflagration right at this moment. It's too difficult right now. Take your time. Take your time moving forward. You may very well, over these next 6 months ahead, move, Sag, but just take your time with that. Don't race. You might also be in the midst of work going on, renovations, wanting to invest in renovation. Take your time. The only thing my Scots grandmother would say is you're racing to your death. And people years ago weren't fools. They knew it was about day to day and how fast life passes us by. Anyway, you heard it here first. Get out and enjoy the day, rain or shine, go fishing, do something, go golfing, whatever you love to do. Anyway, you heard it here first. Cheers.